It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I am your host, Pat Disabato, and if you haven't figured it out, we are at Shepard High School, home of the Astros and their brand new artificial turf. A long time coming. In fact, Shepard, Richards, Eisenhower all have new turf fields. Eisenhower's was done last year. Richards and Shepard's is done. Shepard hasn't even played on this yet. They will host Lamont on Friday, September 10th. First home game on this field, and it looks magnificent. Awesome look, color coordination. Orange and brown has never looked so good as it does on this football facility, man. So kudos to the Astros. Job well done, man. So we're going to have on football coach John Rone as our guest. Astros coming off a 27-6 season opening loss to Kankakee last Friday. They're at Plainfield East this Friday, but last year, 5-1, really in the spring, as you know. When I say last year, it was really this year, but it was last season. Won the conference championship, lost their first game to Lamont, then ran off 5 wins in a row, including beating Richards for the first time since 1993. Not only they beat Richards, they thumped Richards. It's like 42 to 8 victory. So we're gonna talk to Coach Rone, see what's up with the Astros this season. They got plenty of talent. I look for them to bounce back from this season opening loss and make a little run and qualify for the playoffs. So we'll talk to Coach Rone and talk all things Shepard Astros. So we're gonna go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, join the Big Cheese loyalty program. You get a ton of perks, a lot of great things when you join the Big Cheese loyalty program. And hey, there's a Beggar's Pizza opening right down the street, the former Baroni's, 127th and Central. That is going to be a Beggar's Pizza. So you have a Beggar's Pizza on 127th and Central, Beggar's Pizza on 127th and Kedzie, and a Beggar's Pizza on 127th and Western. Why don't we just rename this street Beggar's Way or Goretto Boulevard? Something. All right, we'll be back with Coach John Rone. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our guest tonight, Shepard football coach John Rone. What is up, my man?
How's it going, Pat?
It's going. Year 4, man. Time flies.
Very fast, very, very fast.
And you got a conference championship to boot and a win over Richards. And it's not even your 4th year, man.
That's good. That is a season ago now.
Put a plaque on the wall for this man right now. That's what I'm saying. All right, Johnny. Long time coming, this facility. It's been talked about and talked about and talked about, and here it is, man. Yes. I mean, pretty spectacular, huh?
It is. Looks good. and I can't kid you, I was a little nervous how we have the brown in the middle.
Yeah.
But actually, I think it looks pretty good.
It looks good,
pretty good,
man. Brown and orange, like I said in the open, it's never looked so good.
Exactly. I agree with you.
It really
100%.
looks sharp, man. So how do you think having this benefits the program?
I mean, if nothing else, just mind state, right? I mean, you know, when you have grass in this era, you're kind of like the guy that's left out, right? Our kids don't want to feel left out, right? The program's had a pretty decent level of success here recently. So, you know, it only goes on, you know, adds on to what we're trying to do, trying to build this thing up to be a consistent winner. We might as well have a consistently nice facility.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a head turner.
It is. It is.
You know, and that's why I said
complete with the scoreboard.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the 21st century.
Yeah, thank you.
There's some programs that are in their second turf, you know,
yes.
And here with District 218 is in their first. But hey, man, it's worth the wait. It's beautiful. So, you know, in the spring, I mean, you're just talking a few months ago about conference championship, and what's it feel like, man? I mean, I know you're a little bit down after that loss.
Yeah,
Friday,
at the moment.
But like we talked about, you lost to Lamont last year in week 1, and you rattled off 5 in a row. So what's it like coming off this conference championship?
Well, obviously, you have a sense of pride, right?
Yep.
You work hard. You go through battles and seasons of up and downs, and it's just, you feel a sense of relief and great pride and joy for your kids, man. I mean, the way those kids responded to that, and especially dealing with COVID and everything, to fight through it and win it, and everybody that we played was going through the same situation, so it's still an even deal. You know, just a lot of pride and the work that took to get there, and just elation for my guys and coaches that were able to say they took care of business and got it done.
Yeah, and you talk about relief and you talk about elation, and we could underscore those 2 words when talking about that victory over Richards. The first time in 27 years, Shepard beat Richards. Not only beat him, it was a takedown, 42-8. So, you know, obviously these kids that have returned, and I know you only have 7 returning starters.
That's right.
On both sides of the ball, but what's it like for the kids who experienced that coming into this season, since it was only a few months ago, man?
I mean, they view Richards as humans, right? As another high school football team. Kids they know for whatever reason, and I guess the reason was tradition. You know, a lot of guys that play in our district, in our area, they grow up hearing that Richards is high school football. And for good reason, right? They earned that right to be seen like that. However, we feel like we prepare. We feel like we have talented kids, great coaches. Why can't we compete with them? So from day one, it was, hey, a goal is to beat Richards. And we want to be champions, right? You play this to be conference champions, and to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. So we beat the champ. We're happy about it. And new season now, time to try to defend our championship.
Yeah. And you know, you don't have to look very far on what that win means. Because I remember when Eisenhower, back in '99, you know, they hadn't had much success against Richards up until that point, and they beat them in the playoffs. One of the highlights of my career, by the way. That was a beautiful thing. And then, you know, they beat them. I think it's been 3 additional times since then, including last year. So you're right. It's an aura. It's a stigma in this district. You know, Richards. But they're, you know, they put their pants on the same way.
Exactly. And I really do believe that is the biggest thing to getting over that hump, is to get your kids over the Richards mystique. Obviously, I was part of the staff at Eisenhower for 2 of those 3 victories you're talking about. And we saw the progress being made in how our kids viewed Richards. Same thing happened here. We beat them, you know, in the spring. The year before, we lost to them by 2 scores in a game that was very, very close. So it actually started before last year. We just finally sealed it last year.
So with the success from the spring and this turf being installed, do you feel like there's a different vibe surrounding this program, or what, man?
Absolutely. No question about it. You know, it seems like we're just getting a lot more respect, honestly, both inside of our own building from some of our students who aren't used to our guys getting over the hump, as well as, you know, just the high school football community. When I'm places, whether it's clinics or whatever the case may be, coaches, they have heard of us and offer kind words. So it just seems like we're getting publications are giving our kids a more of a look. Collegiate coaches are giving our guys more looks. So for possible opportunities beyond high school. So just an overall, you know, more respect type of thing.
Yeah, and you hope that kind of carries down to those 7th and 8th graders, man.
Exactly.
They want to, you know, hey, we want to put on that brown and orange, and we want to play in this facility. You got a great school, you know, awesome school, academics. And now you got a state-of-the-art facility, so it's a win-win all the way around.
I'd have to agree. Safe school, great education, awesome field. Take care of your business in the classroom. Will help you get to college. We think Shepard's a great place for any young man to come play football.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we are going to go to Elisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, 3 locations: Mokina, Tinley Park, Orland Park, homecoming is right around the corner. So you want to look your best. Lisa Thomas Salon will hook you up. We come back, more with Shepard football coach John Rone. Stay tuned.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas. Because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Shepard High School, home of the Astros, the defending South Suburban Red Conference champion Astros. New facility, turf, beautiful thing. Great, I'm just so happy for these student athletes and the alumni. You know, they take a lot of pride in the school. Now you can take a little bit more pride in being an Astro with this facility. All right, Johnny, coming off this week 1 loss to Kankakee, and it's never an easy thing going down to Kankakee. Never an easy. I don't care how talented their teams are down there. It's a tough place to go down to. Man, there's home cooking. It's been known that home cooking down there. But so, what do you think? What do you guys need to improve on? You know, coming off this loss.
We've got to mature as a football team. You know, we have some returners that, you know, our top 2 scorers from the spring are back. And I think that's kind of led people to thinking that everyone was back. Well, we replaced our entire offensive line, combined offensively and defensively. We only have 7 returning starters. So we're actually a pretty young team. Yeah. And, you know, our second leading scorer, who's back, great ball player, Elijah Tyson, he was actually only a sophomore last year. So he's still a junior on varsity right now, quarterback. He was a sophomore last year. So good kids, good ball players. Expect them to mature. And I think a game like that will help them do so. And it's not just those guys. I mean, us as a complete team, you know, we just need to mature, show a little more mental toughness at some times, and we'll be fine.
Yep. What do you perceive as this team's strength?
That would be we're a defensive-led team right now, no question about it. This is our offensive coordinator, Mike Emanuelson. This is only his second year with us. Like I said, with the new offensive line, things kind of get shaken up. Defensively, we're in the 3rd season with Coach Holmes at the helm. We've been a turnover machine of a defense with them. That happened this past week. Our touchdown was a defensive touchdown. So I would say our defense is our strongest suit. But, man, we do have some firepower when you're talking Kendrick Washington and Elijah Tyson. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, and then our defensive line. I have to mention our defensive line. I mean, it starts with Roy Williams, big 6'7", 245-pound kid, couple of sacks, 3 tackles for a loss this past week. Jeremy Roulette, he's moved from defensive end as a team player, moved inside to become our 3 technique. He actually led the team in tackles with 8 this past week.
Wow.
And they're both team captains and pretty good leaders. So I would say defensively, more so our defensive line, but we do like our firepower in Washington and Tyson.
Yeah, those are guys that anytime they touch the ball, they can take it to the house.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah, they're talented. Speaking of Kendrick, what makes him such, you know, a difference maker? What is it about him?
He's a football player, man. I mean, that kid, and a very talented one to boot.
Yeah.
So, when you have his talent, his football experience, Kendrick has been playing football since he was about 5 years old, So this is what he does, and he does it well. So, a young man, he's hungry to be a college player. He doesn't, when he practices, when he practices extra hard, it really permeates through the whole team and everything. So I just think it's a cross between his overall football experience, his talent, and even his work ethic.
Yeah, leadership. I mean, he's a leadership sort of guy.
He is. Guys just naturally follow Kendrick, right? He's got a personality that just it draws guys in, and man, when he's having an extra happy day, we're having an extra happy practice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So this non-con schedule. Look, you go down to Kankakee. Now you're heading out the playing field. Who did this to you?
That would be me. That would be me. It's just a matter of, we're trying to elevate the program.
Yeah.
We want to get to a point where we are perennial state contenders. And we believe we've been inching toward that. Obviously, the conference championship kind of shows that. And if we're going to do that, we need to play teams that are good teams and not necessarily in our area. Yeah. As in the playoffs, heck, we've been down to Peoria since I've been here. We've been down to Normal since I've been here. So, finding good football teams that may have a slightly different way about themselves due to location, we just feel like that's something that our guys need to help prepare for the playoffs. Not to mention early season, you want to get a good idea of where you're at right away. Yep. So you can fix what you think may need some fixing.
Yeah, and those aren't like crazy, road trips, but it's enough that's a little bit of a road trip.
Exactly.
It's fun. A lot more fun when you're coming home winning.
Absolutely. Yeah, not very
the bus
fun.
Will be rocking this Friday night.
That's the game plan. Absolutely.
You look at high school football, and so much talked about with head injuries and everything else. What would you like to see? How would you make high school football better? What do you think needs to happen?
I guess I'd like to see maybe it's a very, very good question, Pat.
Yeah.
Very good question. that really is. But I'd like to see a little more practicality involved in some ways. Some of the things that we're forced to do aren't very practical for building a team for ultimate success. I think some of the things are well-intentioned due to, health reasons, whether it be for heat, concussions, and that type of thing. But I do think there are a few things out there that may be a little overblown. I know our society is one in which that it tries to look out for everyone, which it should. But this is still football. Yeah. It is still a combat/contact/collision sport. And although some of the unnecessary contact has been removed, it still has that at its core. Yep. And with that at its core, the preparation, I just personally believe, should allow for a little more of an old school feel. Yeah. Quite honestly.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. It is a contact sport. If you want to take away the contact, you got flag football, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
But you got to have the contact.
Absolutely.
You got to have the contact. And lastly, how's my guy Chris Lewis doing? Speaking of a fellow Eisenhower alum, how's he doing, man?
Coach Lewis, we call him. He's doing well. He's still with us. He's still taking care of our safeties. A great help to me, as he's a guy who works in our building. He has a great relationship with our kids. He can relate to them on so many levels. They really connect with him, and he knows football, right? He was an all-state quarterback for you, right?
He was a stud, and that's what I want to tell those Shepard kids. You think, he's older now. Chris Smith, I think a 2000 grad. That dude could play, okay? That dude could play. He went to Indiana State, had a great career, but man, he was something at quarterback. He could do it all, man. He was a dual threat if there ever was one. So tell him I said hello.
Will do.
John, continued success.
Thanks, sir.
You know what, man? I hope you go 7-2. You can't beat
my
alma mater.
I know.
My alma mater. But I hope you take care of business the rest of the way,
Appreciate
man.
that.
It's always good to see the Astros.
Thanks,
you got them rolling.
We're
you're
trying.
doing a great job, not only on the field, but off the field, and have these kids, set some standards for these kids, and that's
a big part of it. Absolutely. It's high school. This isn't the pros.
Exactly, man. Kudos to you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, folks, we are going to go to an athletics timeout. Athletics, 2 locations, Orland Park, Oak Lawn. Our good friend Tom Mulvey, the best in the business, orthopedic physical therapy. He is your guy. We come back, I will talk week 1 results. Stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you. Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Shepard football coach John Rone for being our guest. Good luck to the Astros the rest of the way. I'd like to give a shout out to Shepard Athletic Director Lindsay Neeson. She is an Eisenhower grad and prominent family in Blue Island. Give her a shout out. Maiden name's Gearman. So I know she's doing a great job here. I've heard nothing but good things about her as athletic director. So continued success to Lindsay over here at Shepard. And if you ever want to make your way back to Eisenhower in some way, shape, or form, if a position opens up, come on back, all right? And also like to give a shout out to Denny Guest, South Oak Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. They're back on board as a sponsor of the Coach's Corner Show. So if you're looking for a new vehicle, truck, car, you're looking to lease, you're looking to buy, you want used, you want new, Denny Guest in Matson is a place that will take care of you and fit your budget. All right, folks, let's go to results from last week. The big game last week was Mount Carmel, St. Rita. We had Todd Kuska, St. Rita coach, on. And Mount Carmel, with a little bit of an upset, 16-9. Could you really call it, whoever wins a Mount Carmel, St. Rita game, an upset? No. That was the 99th time the two teams played. For Mount Carmel, Jaden Bossy had an 80-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown with less than a minute to go to win it. Blaney Dowling had a 14-yard TD run. Demarion Arrington had 13 carries for 66 yards. And Louis Chiappetto, 34-yard field goal. And Louis, his dad is John Chiappetto, former Richards coach, former assistant at St. Xavier, current Moraine Valley men's basketball coach. And Louis, when he was like this high, he was on a Coach's Corner Show with his older brother Charlie when we had John Chiappetto on as a guest numerous times over at Beggar's Pizza. So good job, Louis, on that field goal. And for St. Rita, Tommy Ulatowski, 9 of 25 for 111 yards, and Kyle Clayton had 23 carries for 108 yards. Lincoln Way East 35, Crete-Monee 20 for Crete-Monee. Lionel Billups Williams with a 78-yard TD catch. He also had a 52-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown for the Warriors. For Lincoln Way East, Brennan Stolarek, 106 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Jack Tremlay, 2 TD receptions. Trey Johnson had a TD catch. Petey Olalea, 13 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown for the Griffins, who haven't won in years. Haven't lost, in years. Lockport 41, Joliet West nothing. Keep an eye on the Porters. This team is really ready to roll, and they will be a factor. They will make the playoffs, and they could win a few playoff games here. Georgie Chart has this program headed in the right direction, not only for this year, but for years to come. For Lockport, Hayden Tomosiak, 4 touchdown passes. Andrew Lepresti had a 26-yard TD catch. Ethan Gallagher, an 18-yard TD catch. Hyatt Tomosiak with a 12-yard TD catch. And Ryan Little, a 9-yard TD catch for the Porters. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Player of the Week, Jack Lausch, had 5 touchdowns, 3 running and 2 passing to lead Brother Rice to a 42-6 win over Hillcrest. We're going to hook up Jack, who is a commit, a Notre Dame commit in football and baseball. We'll hook him up with a gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe and their sister restaurant, Labara, and the Stan's Donuts Empire as well. The Lisa Thomas Salon Player of the Week, Alyssa Teskey, had 5 kills, 5 assists, and 4 digs to lead Lincoln Way Central to a 25-21, 20-25, 25-23 win over Plainfield East. We're going to hook up Alyssa with a nice goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, 3 locations, Mokina, Tinley Park, and Orland Park. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. I also got to give a shout out to Bob's Auto Body in Blue Island. Whether you need mechanical work, you need auto body work, Bob's Auto Body on Vincennes Road in Blue Island will hook you up. And I got to give a shout out to Kyle Warniak, son of owner Bob Warniak, and give him good luck on the upcoming hockey season with Roosevelt University. All right, folks, after this timeout, high and tight, stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
Now you can buy a car from the comfort and safety of your home. Introducing South Oak Jeep Dodge Ram Chrysler's online shopper, the most convenient way to buy a car online. To begin, start by selecting your vehicle. You'll see the Buy From Home button on every vehicle description page. Use the Explore Payment Options tool to customize your payment. Choose between lease, finance, or cash. Whatever works best for you. Have a trade-in? Get an instant value with your vehicle along with a transparent report so you know you're getting a great deal. To confirm your custom payment, simply fill out our quick credit application. And best of all, you can schedule a day and time to pick up your vehicle. Or we'll deliver it right to you. A South Oak representative will be there to chat with you throughout the entire process. We will walk you through step by step. Buying a car has never been easier. Visit southoak.com today.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, high and tight, folks. This is a positive high and tight. Thank you, District 218 Superintendent Ty Harding, the District 218 School Board for, dedicating the funds necessary to get Shepard, Eisenhower, and Richards these brand new artificial turf facilities. All right, thank you very much. I know it's been long overdue and talked about for years, but you got it done. And that's your legacy, Ty Harding. You got it done. Have a great week.